What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for joining me here on my live cast. Hi, Andre. Thanks for joining me. Guys, we're looking at a very unique offering. Well, that's debatable, but a very interesting offering from the house that is not that talked about, at least not online on YouTube. And that is the house of Rouge Bunny, or obviously Rouge means red in French. So this, I believe, is a Russian house, Rouge Bunny. I think out of Moscow, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful bottles, guys. This is the bottle. This is actually cast. I don't think it's a true engraving. It's probably just cast that way. I don't know if the camera can pick. It's got beautiful detailing of like a massive, I don't know, 18, 21 point super deer, something like that. King of the forest type creature, along with maybe bracken and tree branches in the background. Really a lovely theme. You get this sort of charcoal clear glass, or gray if you want to call it that. Lovely cap. Just beautifully crafted bottle and cap. On the cap, not that it matters, but see if the camera can get that. It does say actually Rouge Bunny. It's sort of engraved in there. And if you're wondering, guys, although the sticker on the bottom does say Rouge Bunny, I don't know if it can get that detail. Okay, it's not wanting to focus that good today. I don't know why, whatever. Anyways, this is 100 mils and pretty good sprayer and nothing. I mean, it does go on very light, so I should rephrase that. It's a very good mister indeed. What else? Oh, whereas the sticker doesn't have the title of the actual perfume model, it does have the brand. You can find that if you're an owner right up here on the top of only one of the edges. God, can the light capture that? Let me take the cap off. Focus, Mr. Cameraman. Well, it says Silvan right there. I don't know if you can see that. Tilting it. God, the camera's terrible today. Anyways, trust me, it says Silvan right here. You can kind of see it now. If I turn, yeah, there it is. Boom, gotcha, baby. Silvan. Hi, Rich. Thanks for joining in as well. Okay, guys, this is a little bit of an enigma. I've had this. I've been sitting on this for the better part of a year. And it didn't really dawn on me how good this was until recently that the weather got colder. And this fragrance has some unique characteristics that, on the one hand, maybe set it apart from the pack. And on the other hand, it has a couple of unique detriments that really don't do any favors. And we'll get into that here in a second. But overall, I'm going to tell you guys, well, okay, let's keep it in order here. Let's go down the list of the notes and stuff. So this dropped way back in 2013. So it's about a 6-year lifespan. Didn't really burn up the charts as far as I know. Did not do all that well here in the West. It had its protractors and detractors for sure. Anyways, keep it simple. It is a unisex. The nose on this is Jacques Uclier. And we'll talk about what some of the stuff that Monsieur Jacques has done in just a second. So here's their blurb. Sensual aroma is drawn as much from shaded earth, leathery leaves, and forest trees as it is from sunlight, streams, and okay. I'm gonna make myself crack up if I keep reading it in that voice. Okay, and coursing air alive with a refreshing bite of bitter green, blending aromatic juniper berries with sparkling grapefruit craters, an addictive opening that's cool and composed. This distinct signature continues to please as it smoothly transcends the deepest accords with surprising dexterity. Like, I don't know what I'm doing tonight. It's late and I've got too much coffee on me. In the serene shadows of an encompassing heart, its golden light flickers like a will-o'-the-wisp flitting from tree to tree. Here, gaiac or guaiac wood, intertwined with soft spirals of smoky incense and vibrant black pepper, is rich and exotic when lit by mysterious glow. Then, propelled by precious spice, patchouli, salty, sweet licorice, licks glide with smooth, inky reach from cedarwood dry down towards radiant greenery, an unlikely but pleasing exchange. I feel like I'm reading a book here. Born from the joy of preternatural harmonies. Let me back that up. I apologize. Born from the joy of preternatural harmonies and infused with the forest's mantle of wisdom and calm, Silvan blissfully simmers on the skin, being smoothly melded and beautifully refined. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's true. Ukulele is also the nose of Mugler or Mugle. So, very, very good nose. Not to everyone's perfect taste, but certainly not without an extensive bag of tricks for sure. Anyways, notes: grapefruit. Oh God, I hate these pop-up windows. Juniper berries, pepper, of course, incense, gaiac or guaiac wood, patchouli, cedar, I believe, and then musk, a little bit of musk in there. I'm tempted to say that sandalwood and benzoin are also in here. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. What do I know? That's just my opinion. But let's check base notes and see if they might agree or disagree. Okay, not sure. Okay. Well, let's talk about what I get from this. Yeah, Angel was a groundbreaking frag for sure for the House of Mugler. Fully agreed. And they have a lot of other scents that have gone gangbusters and some that have just kind of fallen flat on their face to some extent. But again, fantastic house for sure. Fairly genius nose. So what I like and what I'm not crazy about in this scent. Okay. First off, it's besides the fact that it's cedar and gaiac, and I believe a little sandalwood, benzoin, maybe, patchouli. I think there maybe is also a little bit of vetiver in here. I could be wrong, but I get something in here that smells an awful lot like vetiver. It's deep down in the base, but it is still detectable. So that might be there. Just let that play through your head for a second. Incense. Incense is here, guys, but it is quite soft, very subdued. The pepper, I should say, is very detectable, but not strong. It's not a Comme des Garçons level of pepper. If you're thinking of, I own Comme des Garçons, several of them, and including pepper, which I just freaking adore. But that one is almost to a nuclear level of pepper, for at least in the minds of a lot of pepper detractors or even lovers of pepper. They find that scent a bit strident, a bit overwhelming. This doesn't suffer that at all. It's very subdued. It's creamy. It's light. The incense here is a little bit smoky, obviously. I wouldn't say churchy at all. It's more of something just like a natural based incense. I don't know. I'm getting like Rocky Mountain High here, like something alpine level. You've got your cedary aspect going on. You've got your gaiac and potentially a little bit of sandalwood. Again, there's something green in here besides the juniper berry, which lends that lovely, almost piney, slightly barbershop aspect. The scent is a bit powdery, not overly so, but there's a light ethereal powdery aspect to it. Now, here's where this fragrance shines, and here's where and for the same reasons it doesn't shine. And I know that sounds bizarre, right? Like, well, Steve, how can it do one thing while detracting? Well, just listen, let's listen and learn, meditate and think, and then share with me if you agree or not. Unlike a lot of very powerful, super heady, sort of atomic nuclear, I think Comme des Garçons, or even some other, I don't know, House of Amouage, maybe. Uh, I don't know. I can't think right now, but there's several really, really powerful subatomic fragrances out there that just are unwieldy. They're just hard to wear, especially in public, especially in closed quarters. I think this is a sensual, fresh, clean, slightly mysterious scent. It's a bit seductive. It's a bit green. It's a bit peppery and incensey, but it's blended so well. And the whole thing sort of puts on this woolen overcoat. And so you're really not going to, what am I trying to say? You're not going to be projecting very strongly with this type of fragrance. It's not going to really push out past, I would say, about maybe 2 to 3 inches from the body. And even at that, it's going to do so very politely. I would almost think this was a British rather than a Russian release because it's so polite. It's really, really good, guys, but it's very soft. It's very subdued. It wears very close to the skin. But don't let that fool you. I made the mistake of almost a year ago thinking that this just ran out of gas after about 20 minutes, if that, maybe 10 minutes. And I thought, what a joke. This is just a freaking, waste of money. Well, first on the subject of price, I think this retailed in Moscow for the equivalent of about $200 to $250 US, or there are something close to that ballpark range. Definitely not cheap. I found mine on eBay for literally, guys, about $100 plus shipping. So really, really heck of a buy for niche, artisanal, sort of indie house fragrances. But now back to the story. I was blown away here recently, here in the winter. It was my work day. It was my scent of the day, and I wore it to work. And after about an 8-hour shift, I got off. Now I did go heavy, so full disclosure, unless my fragrances are nuclear, I tend to spray heavy. Most of you guys already know that. I tend to liberally apply. That's just how I roll. I'm not gonna lie. If that offends anyone out there, you do you, I'll do me, and we'll leave it there at that. Having said that, with something this light and ethereal, you're going to have to go heavier than you might on most of your fragrances. But having said that, at the end of the day, I kind of went into my shirt and I was blown away how prominent this still was after an 8-hour shift of sweating and moving and doing stuff. I mean, I'm not like I'm lifting weights, but you know what I'm saying. It was still very, very prominent, both on skin and on clothing. Now, I can't claim it's going to still be just wafting. I mean, it never wafts anyway. So to me, nothing changes. Point is, if you go heavy, you're going to be absolutely fine for the better part of 8 to 10 hours, honestly. Now, you're not going to be projecting. This is not a club scent. This is not a powerhouse nuclear scent. But if you just want something to feel good, smell sexy, smell clean, smell a bit mysterious, green, smoky, little hint of pepper, smoke, gaiac wood, possibly sandal, and vetiver in here, along with a little juniper berry, a nice note of juniper in here, by the way. And again, there is that little opening with grapefruit. That grapefruit, guys, it's gone within 5 minutes. That's why I've hesitated to mention it. It's all but gone after the first 5 to 6 minutes. But it's really a quite lovely fragrance. So I would suggest if you've got the coin to throw around, if you can still pick one of these up online, maybe I'm guessing for between $75 and $100, you really, really ought to consider pulling the trigger. And it does have a lovely cedar note in here as well. So that's going to do it. It's going to wrap it up for this review of Silvan, which I think is a pretty interesting house. Again, nose on this is obviously a famous nose. It is Jacques Uclier. And before I go, we can take a look at some of Jacques' other creations. He's done Sonar 2787, Unisex, Safari, also Unisex by Arabesque 2017. He did Rush for him by Avon. It's supposed to be a pretty good fragrance, by the way. Back in 2017, Azzaro or Azaro, however you want to say it, Chrome Pure. Boucheron, he did Absolu de Nuit on the Quatre. I own Boucheron Quatre, but I don't think I have the Absolu de Nuit. So that's, I think, a little bit newer than the one I've got. Unless that is the one I've got, I'll have to go back and check. I don't think I have that one, but I'll check. He's done Horizon Extreme, Horizon from the House of Davidoff, including Brilliant Game, Ex Nihilove. Always loved their bottles. He did Cologne 352, the Black Tea, House of Gammon or Gamon, however you say that. That's male specific. Wow, that's unpopular these days. Hallelujah. Glad to see that. Not to sound sexist, but I've been begging for male dominant scents for quite a while, and all I've been getting from most of the houses is a bunch of unisex stuff. I'm not saying it's crap, guys. Please do not get it twisted. I would just like some frickin' male releases for us gents. Is that a crime against humanity? I don't think so. Okay, mini rant over. He's done Guilty Pour Homme by Gucci back in 2011 with sort of like the little bat style logo. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Guess Dare for Men, pretty cool bottle, dropped back in 2016. Another male release, Mandarina Duck, Let's Travel to New York for Men, cool looking little bottle of juice. I tend not to like blue juices, but maybe I should check that out all the same. A bunch of Map of the Heart stuff. He's done virtually all or most of the Mugler stuff, so you can check that out if you want. Then some Nina Ricci, some O Boticario from Brazil. He did do for the house of Roberto Cavalli, Imperial Hyacinth, Unisex. There's another Unisex, 2018. And Tufi Drek Forum, way back in 2000. That's a female specifically. That's going to do it, guys. If you like my review, please subscribe and click the bell for future updates. And I'll see you down the road of life. I'm going to read some comments. A lot of frags you haven't reviewed yet behind you. Well, believe it or not, Andre, I've reviewed the vast majority of those. Believe it or not, you can just go online and click on my videos button. And the vast bulk of those, I assure you, I have reviewed at some point. There's a couple there that I see that I haven't, and I'll try to get to those here shortly. But the majority of them I've definitely reviewed. But I'll try to review the few that I haven't. I'll try to get some reviews in. Good Eye. What is the bottle with the thunder on it? That's really special, Andre. Yep, Armani Odyssey and YSL frags. Elisab. Yeah, that's correct. I believe I did review the bottle with the thunder on it. It's from the house of Monolab. So please check my video button on the YouTube and go into my videos, and you should be able to find my review for Monolab. I don't remember the exact name of the fragrance. I'm for sure it's Monolab. It's a house out of Italy though. And yeah, check that out when you get a chance. Anyways, I've got to go, got to bounce, guys. If I haven't already reviewed this guy, by the way, Icon Racing. I'll drop this here real quick. So yeah, definitely check Monolab out. It's a wicked cool house, Andre. I cannot recommend them enough. Uh, I would say their strength to me is the fact that it's not that they're so incredibly innovative or innovative. It's the fact that they take a sort of an Italian take on a well-known current type theme or vibe, and then they just throw in a nice concentrated amount of quality ingredients in artful bottles with beautiful design, and they call it a day. And so I think they represent tremendous value for the fact that you're getting really high quality juice that's probably a considerably more intense than most of their competitors. It's not that it may smell so different or light years better or beyond other similar fragrances. I think it's the fact that when you take the House of Monolab in total, you're getting really intense quality ingredients, quality juice. It's something very much in the moment. It's modern. It's fairly cutting edge, and it's very artfully delivered and at a very reasonable price in today's ridiculous world of just, I'm sorry, absurdly priced creations, literally. Uh, I know some things from insiders that I could go into that would make your stomachs just belch and yeah, it would really twist your stomachs, guys, to know what some of the big houses have been doing with your money, with our money. But I'm going to leave that alone for now. I don't want to get sick to my stomach. It's been a good day. So I may discuss that in a future video. I don't know. Anywho, stick around. I'm feeling spry. So if I haven't already done this, I think I'm going to drop this in my next live cast here in a few minutes. If I haven't already done Icon Racing, I may just drop it in about 5 to 10 minutes, guys. Ba-bam. And I may not, but I probably will. Anyways, spray often, spray well, live life on your terms. Thanks for joining me here on my live cast, guys. Thank you so much, Andre. Again, yeah, I'm going to drop another video here tonight. I'm feeling very energized. So I'm going to close this video tab, but look for me to start another live cast in about 5 to 10 minutes or so. And I'll try to get my gear ready and get my thinking cap on and see what's going on. All right, guys? And if you can't make it, no hard feelings. Catch me. You can always catch me on playback on YouTube. Thanks so much, guys. Love you. Peace out. If you don't catch me later, Happy New Year. Be safe, but have a fantastic time. Who is that? Carlos. Carlos, I will be back, bro, in about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know if you have time to catch me, but if you do, and Andre and Mitch, I will be back on in about 5 to 10 roughly, okay? With something. If I've already done Icon Racing, I'll do something else, all right? Love you guys. Peace. See you soon.